want to talk briefly about MicroStrategy, because MicroStrategy arguably is, it's doing the same thing that it did last cycle, basically. But Bitcoin is behaving a slightly different way. So look at what happened with MicroStrategy last cycle. It found a top in February and then a lower high in November. And then after that, it went below the support level. Is that not exactly what just happened, right? Basically, you have a top here in November and then a lower high. And then now it's gone below. So if this were to play out the same way, there's going to likely be, at the very least, a bear market rally for MicroStrategy at some point. Would be my guess, right? Because a lot of times when you get these breakdowns, everyone then panic sells, and then you get this potential bear market rally back up. Okay? Now, my guess is that rally by MicroStrategy, if the top is in for Bitcoin, would correspond to Bitcoin rallying back to the 200-day moving average. Notice in 2022, Bitcoin rallied to the 200-day moving average in April, and MicroStrategy had this bear market rally top in April. But that is where Bitcoin rallied to its 200-day moving average in April. So it would form a macro lower high. And notice that Bitcoin did not go below this intermediate low before the bear market rallied to the 200-day moving average, right? So MicroStrategy did, but Bitcoin did not. Bitcoin did eventually go below it, but it was much further on into the bear market. Now, one of the reasons why being open-minded to a low as early as May, if the top is in, or even if there is a higher high in December, is because in 2022, MicroStrategy actually found a low in May. It then swept the low about half a year later in December. But if you bought MicroStrategy back then in May, you essentially bought the bottom. And then it rallied from 13 all the way up to $500 a share, over $500 a share.